Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today I have something very, very special for you guys. We have the entire Humane Laboratories Raid from start to finish this heist, where you go in and you basically steal some data and give it to the IAA for a giant sum of money in the end whenever you complete this heist. And we have every single setup mission and then the finale and details about what you're going to be doing for each and every part. So if you guys are hyped for heist and you are ready for this stuff to come out, you are excited and you just are ready to play this like I am. I'm so excited. Make sure you guys leave a like and you do stay tuned for more heist videos by hitting that subscribe button down below. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into step one, which is the first setup mission. So the first thing you do after the heist leader has set up the mission and paid the $54,000 lump sum to actually start the heist mission, you're going to take that $54,000 and go exchange it with the IAA. You're going to exchange it for this key card that you're going to need to get inside of the heist. So basically, whenever you do this, there's going to be a dealer and a bodyguard, which is two of the different characters, and the other two are going to provide overwatch on the actual deal. So once you exchange this with the IAA, it turns out that the FIB shows up and just starts shooting you up. They come in through alleys, they come in through helicopter, they basically swarm the area, and you have to fight your way out, get inside of your vehicle, and get all the way back to the beginning. You have to get all the way back to your apartment and in safety and make sure that no one dies twice. If people die twice, you have to automatically reset all of the missions, and that is the first step. Once you have the key card, you can move on to the second step. The second step is going to be to go to the quarry, where you fight Merryweather to take control of some armored machine gun cars, which have 50 caliber bullets and just giant machine guns on top of them. We finally know that these are 50 caliber. We always kind of guessed that they were 50 caliber machine guns, but they are officially confirmed as 50 caliber machine guns on top of these armored vehicles. And you're going to go down into the quarry with two people sniping and two people kind of run and gun. You're going to hop inside of them and make sure you drive away in safety. And once you get away in safety, you're going to store these things at the safe house, and you are on to the next step. So the next step is probably going to be one of my favorite ones, and that is going to be getting the EMP that is mounted on the Hydra on the aircraft carrier. So what you're going to need to do is go in by night, being extremely stealthy. This part, it does not fail you if you don't be stealthy. You can go in guns blazing, but it is going to be very difficult as you go in on a tiny little boat with all four of your heist members. You go up, you fight your ways through the different decks on the inside of the aircraft carrier. You can go on the inside. You're going to have to go ahead and steal the Hydra that has the EMP attached to it, and there are three other lasers, and the laser jets. Obviously, if you don't know what the laser is, it is the laser jet, the other jet that's been inside of GTA for a long time. Three people in lasers, one person in a Hydra. You take off of the deck of the aircraft carrier, and once you are up in the air, you're going to start getting attacked from multiple different angles by just a swarm of military jets. You're going to have to fight these things off and go land them at Trevor's airport. If the person with the Hydra crashes, you are 100% done. You basically fail the mission and you cannot play anymore, and that is the second step. So the next step is going to be another Merryweather style one, where you have to take something from Merryweather and fend them off once you actually acquire it. Now, there's a couple different ways to go about it. The team that actually did this in the heist went kind of the guns blazing route. They all went through the cargo containers. This takes place at the port of Los Santos. You have to fight your way through all the Merryweather, steal the helicopter, get up in the air, and then fight off all the other helicopters that are coming. Obviously, the two people on the miniguns on the side are going to have to do most of the damage kind of with positioning, and the other person is kind of driving, and then the other person is a spotter. Now, there's a couple different ways to go about this. They mentioned that it was probably possible to sneak up around the back of this port just by boat or by jet ski or something like that, sneak up the side of a ladder, get inside of the Valkyrie, maybe take out one or two different guards that are guarding it, and then be able to be in the Valkyrie for the entire time. Maybe you have to avoid more RPGs or ground troops that are on the ground, but there's multiple ways to go about the heist and multiple different kind of roles that you can take, obviously with the drivers, obviously with the gunners and things like that. So that is that step. Let's go ahead and get on to the EMP planting step. So next up, we're going to be planting the EMP, and in this one, it is a 100% stealth mission. Now, you're going to actually go to the Humane Laboratories. This is not the finale, but this one does take place, the setup mission does take place at the Humane Laboratories. What you have to do is you have to take this armored vehicle inside of the Humane Laboratories. You have to sneak your way in, get inside of a garage, which kind of has a little mini game for opening up the garage. It works much like kind of a lock-picking system. You have to get this thing open and plant the EMP truck inside of it. You're going to use this as your escape, and the EMP obviously came from the Hydra, and the little kind of armored vehicle truck thing came from Merryweather. And if you get detected, you automatically lose. So it is a 100% stealth mission. Once you get inside the garage, once you lock it up, the people who played this thing and were talking about it were actually able to hop inside of a Humane Laboratories van van and drive right past the security detail and out through the front gate whenever they did this. This is going to be a very realistic experience. I cannot wait for all the different ways to go about this and kind of the different guns blazing, the different stealth missions and things like that. But once you do that, you are ready for the heist finale. So last but not least, you are going to be stealing the data which you are going to sell to the IAA inside of this heist whenever you actually breach into the Humane Laboratories. Now there's going to be two different teams of two. One team is on helicopter duty and the other two is in charge of kind of stealing the data and things like that. What you do is you fly in with this Valkyrie, the thing that you stole from Merryweather in the first place, and you parachute into the parking lot, or at least two of the characters parachute into the parking lot and land in there. You're going to blow up the main doors, and as soon as you do this, it is going to be an all-out war. Everyone's going to know about you. It's going to sound the security. All of the different security guards in Merryweather is going to come for you whenever you breach into the Humane Laboratories. Now, once you do this, you toggle on your night vision goggles if you are on the ground crew. You fight your way through the corridors and things like that, and finally, you get to a door where you use your key card that you bought from the IAA to go ahead and open up this Humane Laboratories kind of a laboratory area. You have to take out people. You have to make sure that you're not kind of being spotted while you're doing this, and you have to go inside and download all of the data off of a computer. Now, once you do this, you actually dive into kind of this piping system that is underneath the Humane Laboratories. You're going to dive in and swim all the way through it. You're going to put on your kind of breathing gear. I'm not sure what they call it, kind of like scuba gear that you put on, and you actually swim all the way through this giant tunnel that actually lets out around the coast. So you're going to come out around the coast, and you're going to go out of the water and sound off a flare. You actually use your flare gun in this heist, and you're going to shoot it up in the air. The helicopter with the people in it will have no idea where you are, wherever you came out, until you shoot this flare, and then they'll see it in the flare. By this time, it'll be very, very dark at night. They see the flare, the people in the helicopter go down, all the while kind of covering you, shooting down other helicopters and things like that. They land, they pick up the other two members of their heist crew and fly off into the distance and give the data to the IAA, at what point they give you the lump sum of cash. Now, this one, it seems like they played it on normal. It seems like they failed quite a few times, and the payout for this one was $540,000. Now, I talked about in my previous video, which you can find in the description down below, if you complete every single heist on hard mode, like not every single heist, you complete an entire heist with all of the setup missions on hard mode without a single person dying the entire time with the same 4 people, you can get a $10 million heist reward. This thing is for the hardcore players. It is going to be very, very hard to do, but that is an example of kind of the wide range of payouts that you can get for doing heists. So that is going to be about it for this video. It is going to be a very, very difficult raid to do, but it is going to be kind of the introductory one. It's going to be the easiest of them all, but it's still going to be very difficult. The team said that they died multiple different times, and they had to choose their outfits for certain occasions, like with the IAA trade for the key card. They had to dress up in civilian clothing because it was kind of out in public, and they didn't want to be kind of spotted or the cops called on them or anything like that. It was definitely an experience for them, and I just cannot wait to do this for myself. So if you guys have enjoyed this video and you do want to see more, there's a link down below in the description to the video I did earlier. Very, very important information in there, and if you like more GTA 5 heist videos, that is the one you need to go check out, because that has the rest of the information that was released today. Anyway, guys, that is going to be about it. I will see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.